What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody, man? This is the Quality Life Podcast. This is episode 34, man. What's good,
34
bro?
of these things, man. Wow, man. Hakeem, that's a Hakeem old number, man. You know what I'm saying? I started
Dream, huh?
started watching basketball, Clutch City, man. You know what I'm saying? That's your boy favorite basketball player. 34 of these things,
Oh, for
man.
real, King. That's mine too, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's mine
Man.
too, man. The most,
Yeah,
to me, the most all-around complete uh basketball player to me of all
yeah,
time
man.
is a
Yeah, man.
King,
That
bro.
boy's cold, man.
My Knicks best is David Robinson.
Okay. You like the
The
big man, huh, my brother?
Hammer. Yeah, man, the
Okay,
Hammer.
okay. Okay,
Yeah.
man, we ain't never really just talked about basketball like that. Okay,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Admiral. Okay,
man. Yeah, I don't want to make it a sports show because you know how easily it can drift off into,
that's true.
sports can come through and just submerge everything.
That's true.
You know what I'm
That's true.
saying? So,
That's true. You're right about that.
ladies be coming in thinking they finna get some good tips, and we talk about slam dunks and 360s.
Yeah. Dream shake.
Yeah, talk about dream
Yeah,
shakes. But what's good, Roti? What's good, JC?
Man, what's happening, JC?
What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Man?
Man,
34.
we
So
here.
34 is your favorite basketball player, Hakeem?
Hakeem, man.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you know who's mine?
Who?
Tony Kukoc. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Tony was good though, man. Tony was
Yeah, he was
good.
cold.
No, he was good, but always, the best of the best. MJ, 23, bro. I'm sorry.
Can't be mad at that.
Okay.
I can't be mad at that.
I grew up with 23. I watch every game. I watch every final. I watch all the championships. I was right there watching everything. 23.
That's what's up, man. Jordan,
Okay.
Jordan gets, Jordan gonna always get that love. So,
Yeah.
I never really was I really wasn't. I can't say I wasn't big on Jordan, but I just, like I said, me being from the state, me being from the town, I'ma always ride my hometown. You know what I'm saying? I respect everything Jordan did or whatever like that, but
That's cool.
being from Texas, man, it was simple. If it wasn't gonna be Houston, I'm going with San Antonio. If it wasn't gonna be San Antonio, I'm going with Dallas. It's simple as that.
Nice. I want to share a story about MJ. When I was little, I was watching all the games. In a small little spot. With my parents. I was a little kid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I used to watch MJ, and always want to be like him. That's the reason why I jumped into basketball when I was in middle school. I had a killer 3-pointer, and I was one of the point guards up there.
Oh, okay. You could hoop, huh, JC?
Oh man, come on, man. Yes, I can, and that's not a lie. I got pictures to prove it. If everybody's like, man, you're lying now.
Okay.
But the thing about it is that when I was little, I used to watch all the games, and every championship, I used to buy packs of gum. So I used to chew gum watching him play.
I remember that. I remember them days.
Remember when he used to chew gum and everything?
Oh yeah.
And I watched in a small little TV that my dad and my mom got, and that was my championship TV. That's the one I watch all day. Bulls championship, the Rockets. I was also in Richmond Strip celebrating when I was little, watching that. So that's my sharing story. Okay. Watching MJ and the Rockets win championships. And that little TV chewing gum.
That boy JC probably was sneaking out the house, going to the parade and stuff, huh? You say Richmond Strip? Come on, man. You had to be a little too young for that, huh?
Richmond leading into downtown, huh?
Hey man, H-Town. Come on, man.
Oh yeah. Come on, man.
So with that being said, man, what's good, man? We got some house cleaning to jump into, huh?
Yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know how we do it, man.
I trust me. I'm gonna make a house cleaning jingle. I'm gonna make a house cleaning.
I need the jingle to be like saying house cleaning segment.
I'm gonna make a little melody. I'm gonna make something to it, bro.
We gonna clean, man. We gotta clean. You gotta keep the house clean, man.
Yeah.
Mental Bounce. You know why I say the woo woo woo? That's Martin. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all know we got to clean up a little house, man. Y'all know the usual suspect. You know what I'm saying? Troy, Denise, my boy the Don Dada, my uncle Jason Teague at the Very Opinionated Show, man. They on a nice little stretch of hiatus over there. You know what I mean? I had to get that you know, but him, Snow, the gorgeous Snow, Maximilian, my boy Dre Day, Pat, Smiley Face. You know, shout out to my poker brothers over there, JC, my boy Dylan. You know what I mean? We ain't been on the table in a while, man. But we gonna get it together, man. We gonna get it together. I've been I guess I was losing too much money, man. You know, things had to come together and sit down and let me go back to the drawing board, I guess. But we're gonna get back out there, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, definitely shout out to the people that's rocking with us, you know what I mean? And you know, special shout out to the haters too, man. We see y'all, we appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
Don't you love the haters, Rod?
Hey man, you know, they come with the territory.
Don't you love the haters?
Oh, man, yeah, appreciate y'all. You know,
man.
You know, boss, you got somebody you want to shout out?
Oh man, man, I'm gonna shout out to all the mothers, man, and the fathers. I ain't gonna leave nobody out.
Don't leave nobody out.
I'm gonna shout out to the mothers and the fathers, bro. You know, just for those who, you know, who hung in there and, you know, through all the trials and tribulations and all the struggles and did what they could do. And for those who wasn't there, bro, I don't know why y'all wasn't there. I don't know what you did have that made you feel inadequate to not be there as a parent. I don't know. I'm not here to judge nobody, because the moment I start judging somebody, I got a bunch of shit on my back that I gotta, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, I can't sit here and drag and thrash nobody because they was in prison. That's not for me, man. I ain't nobody maker. You know what I'm saying? So just shout out to all the life sources, man. I know everybody life source possibly didn't do a good role at playing the parent. But hey, man, you couldn't be here without your life sources. You feel me? And hey, you know, however y'all want to take that, y'all want to take that. So shout out to all the parents, man, out there.
JC, you got somebody you want to shout out of?
Oh yeah, man. My brother, happy birthday to him. Lauren.
Happy birthday, broski.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He watches it sometimes, so you know, happy birthday to him. You know him, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. You know, the last episode we filmed, man, I shouted him out. You know what I'm saying, on his B-Day. You know, we ain't dropped it yet, but you know, when we drop it, you know, it was definitely that day shout out. You know what I mean?
That was his birthday, man. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to everybody else, you know, whoever watches this, watches the show. The queen, you know, my queen. My family, good friends, everybody that I shared the videos with.
Appreciate that.
Shout out to one of my boys. His name is Jason. He works in an awesome grocery store. I don't want to throw out his info, but Jason, he knows who he is. Shout out to him, man. He watches y'all a lot.
Okay, appreciate that, Jason. You know what I mean? If you you know, if you ever want to come on, just, you know, let us know. We'll, you know, if you ever want to talk and share your story or want to get something off your chest, you know, we here, man. You know?
Yeah, even if you come in for like 10, 20 minutes, it doesn't matter. Just, you know, you can. That'd be a good thing. I don't know if that's something you guys definitely allowed to do a quick pop-in. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. We encourage it. We encourage people to do that because
you encourage pop-ins, the side boss.
Well, we encourage pop-in as long as it's according to what we're talking about.
Of course.
Or if they can get on to what we're talking about, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know,
definitely.
You know how some people is they like to be playing. They want to make sure they have what they're gonna say right, and you know, things of that nature. But we encourage pop-ins. If we send you that link or we post a link online, you know what I'm saying? We encourage a pop-in. Matter of fact, speaking of that, man, let me give out some information, and I'm gonna drop this link on the timeline. First, for anybody's watching, the information to get at us, you can get at us at QLIFE3 at gmail.com. QLIFE3 at gmail.com. That is the email. We prefer you to be 18 years of age or older. You know what I'm saying? Anyone.
Oh, in that case, I gotta go. In that case, I gotta go, man.
No, you're right.
I gotta
go.
Anyone beneath the age of 18, we kind of prefer you to wait until you hit that over that threshold. So just to stay away from all kind of legalities and things, man. We've seen too many of those interactions that staged, went wrong, been coerced or whatever. So we try to stay away from that. So we would like anyone who hit that email to be 18 years of age or older, especially the same thing with the DMs. If you want to hit our DMs, you can hit Rod at R Place to Be. R Place to Be. That's on Twitter, R Place to Be. And also you can hit me, Messiah Boss, at Quality Life Pod 1. Quality Life Pod 1. And that's where you can hit Twitter, us on both brother? DMs. Huh?
That's on Twitter, right, brother?
That's both on Twitter. Yeah. Both on Twitter. Raw at our place to be on Twitter and Quality Life Part 1 on Twitter. And that's how you can get to both of us. Hit us up in the DMs. And we'll be willing to answer any questions, talk about taking a segment live and doing a podcast about it. Whatever you want to talk about, or even if you just need advice, hit us up. You can also catch me on Instagram at The Messiah Boss on Instagram. Hit me up. DM me, let me know what's good. You can also catch us both on Facebook. Me at Dunn Boss on Facebook and Rod at Rod Teague on Facebook. And that's how you can get at both of us. Plus, we got the Quality Life Podcast YouTube page that's under construction right now, but you can still go and watch some clips. They got a few clips up on there, and then you have my Messiah Boss YouTube page that you can go watch the podcast in its entirety, plus a few clips from our strolling down the TL segments. So with that, yeah.
So y'all just gonna kill the internet. That's what y'all gonna do, right? Y'all just gonna kill the internet.
We gonna kill it, bro.
And on top of that, for all those who are interested in the podcast game, you don't necessarily have to be a podcaster. You could be looking for a place that you can upload music or any audio that you do. You can go to Anchor, the Anchor app. If you go to the Anchor app, look up Quality Life Podcast. All the episodes of the podcast are on the Anchor app. You can listen to it in its entirety, nonstop. You don't have to worry about YouTube buzzing or anything. It's a straight run through of each episode. Go search it out, man.
Hold on.
Be there.
Hold on. You can watch it. You can hear it in the Anchor app. Really?
Yeah.
So you're telling me if I'm in the office and I just want to hear something and I could be doing my work and listen to the podcast, I can do that.
You can go to the Anchor app. I can send you. I can send the latest link to Rotig, or I can send it straight to you when you give me your number once the show over today, and I can send you straight links from Anchor, and you can just go straight to Anchor and listen to them. You know, but we would like to get both. We would like to get views on both now.
Everybody that I know that watches listens to podcasts, they're at the office working and they're listening to podcasts, and if they're using the Anchor app without YouTube, that's amazing.
Yeah, you can use it. You can also use the Anchor app, you know, where it's straight audio. So we have it on
man.
You know, we have it on all different platforms, on all different types of platforms that you can listen to. It don't necessarily have to be YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
We would love for people to flood to the YouTube page because we need subscribers, and we would love people to flow to the Anchor app too, man, because we need everywhere. We need subscribers. We need subscribers on social media, and we need subscribers on content media. So with that being said, man, let's kind of jump into what we got going on tonight.
All right.
And whatever it is, let's do it. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, let me drop I'm
freestyling now.
Let me drop the link along the TL real quick. And let's see what we got going, fellas. Y'all can still hear me, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, thanks for letting me jump in, for real, man. I appreciate that.
Just bear with me for a second.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that jingle to drop. I cannot wait for that jingle to drop. I'm gonna put that as my ringtone. People are gonna be like, "What is this cloud ringtone you got?"
You gonna lay the vocals down? You gonna do it? You gonna sing it, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, I'm not gonna sing it right now.
You ain't gonna sing it.
They're gonna be like, "What is this house cleaning segment you got going on in your ringtone?" Oh, here's the link. Go ahead, watch it.
Check the link.
What else been going on? How was work today, fellas?
You say, man, it was cool, man. It didn't really drag today, So
Yeah,
that's always a good thing, man. We was kind of in and out. What about you, JC?
Man, there was like so many issues and problems. I couldn't really focus on my main task, getting emails here and there. It was just like,
man.
Can you do this for me? I'm like, man, I'm doing something. Can you do this for me? You know what? I'm not logged out.
one of them days, huh, brother?
Man, I try to make it an easy Thursday. Nah, man.
Try to make it an easy day, huh?
I tried. I really tried, but all these inquiries and problems and just that's all it was, man. But as soon as I leave that place or I'm done, I'm in my own world now. That's done. I don't bring that to my energy, man. That's why I'm always happy.
Good.
That's good, man. Y'all got to keep your energy up, man. Can't let nobody rob you for your peace.
Yeah.
No, I'm always happy and I have peace no matter what's going on. It's in my world,
Right. So let's jump into the topic.
Yeah, let's do it.
It still ain't Dre Day. Still ain't Dre Day. So as you fellas know, Dre already just finalized his divorce. To where he just paid his wife $300,000 a month, his ex-wife, I guess, $300,000 a month, which totals out to $3.5 million each year, as long as she doesn't get remarried or until she dies. So he's already doing that. Him and her has 3 kids together, right? So we was thinking, okay, one thing I knew Dre had the 3 kids with his wife, and I knew Dre had his son Andre Young, the one that really looked like him.
Yeah.
Which he's older than any one of these 3 kids too. Now, what pops up is Latanya Young. Now, Latanya Young is the oldest daughter, my bad. She's the oldest daughter of Dr. Dre. She's 38, 39 years old, living in Cali. She's the mother of 4. Now, I don't know if she got 4 kids by 4 different dudes or 4 kids just by one, or I don't know that situation. They didn't really give all that, but she claims that her father hasn't helped her financially in almost 2 years.
Wow.
So now the story comes out that her father hasn't helped her. Now it comes out, really, when this is going on.
Okay. Well, what's going on is obviously Dre had her when he was 17 and her mom was 15.
Okay.
So this is a teenage baby. This is a baby. This is a kid baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pretty much like, the other kid, the other boy, the oldest boy. He was a kid baby too. Because right after her, he came. Okay. And obviously you seen they haven't had, those 2 oldest kids haven't had a real great relationship with Dr. Dre. It's publicly noted. So she's a mother of 4. She's living out of her SUV. Wow. Cali's, everybody know Cali's living wages is high. Everything in Cali is high.
Super high.
Super high. Well, he was helping her. I don't know exactly how much he was helping her. I don't know exactly how much he was helping her over the years. She states that she hasn't had proper communications with her father in 18 years. She never knew his phone number. The only way that she could get in touch with him is going through his legal team, as if she was a artist looking for a producer. It wasn't. I could just have a straight line to my dad and call my dad. I need help. She has to go through legalities to get to him.
Damn.
Yeah. That
part is messed up, man. That part right there is messed up. So when I mean it's like that is messed up.
Yeah. So Her 4 kids are living with friends. She states her 4 kids are living with friends. Like I said, she hasn't received financial assistance from her father in 18 months to almost 2 years. She says, I'm homeless and I'm reaching out to my dad for help. His lawyers have said to me that my dad doesn't want to help me because I've spoken about him in the press. Now, I want to stop right there. You remember, Roti, I want to say episode 2 or episode 3?
One of the early ones. Okay.
One of the early episodes. You remember when we had that conversation and I told you, Lord willing, I make it to be financially abundant.
Yeah.
And you know what happens when things come financially abundant. And everybody now wants to run to social media, run to all these outlets and talk about
I remember that.
The discrepancies that you have.
Yep.
Instead of just keeping it behind closed doors.
In-house.
And just keeping it in-house.
I remember that.
And I told people at the end of the day, I get certain situations. Now I don't know what Dre's situation is with his daughter, but I was speaking on me.
Yeah.
You can get at me. I'm not gonna have you go, like my kids are not gonna have to go through no legal team. I don't know how that. I don't know the validity of that. I only can do it, take it for what her words. She said this is how she has to get in touch with her dad. Has to go through lawyers and stuff like that. Hey, I mean, when you look at being married and going through all the legalities of having a wife and all the paperwork and all the schematics of trying to save money and not trying to get taken. When you think of stuff like that, it's not so far-fetched to think that you put your kids kind of through the same ringer. What stuck out to me is when she said that, I watched the documentary of Dr. Dre's oldest son. I wish I would have pulled the documentary up because it came out of his own mouth. He did not know that Dr. Dre was his dad. But everybody was like, man, you look just like Dre. Your mama used to mess with Dre. You look just like him. And it got so bad that the stepfather that he was living with was like, look, come here. Look in the mirror. You do not look like me. You are not my child. I love you. You are not my child. This man right here, this man who you look like a spit image is Dr. Dre. That's your dad.
Gotta be,
That's your daddy.
Wow.
So when I heard that, it was like, dang, bro. That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And for when I heard his story, and his story is not so far, and so he grew up with like, my dad don't want to fuck with me. I ain't asking him for nothing. I don't, all right, cool. Dre my dad, but so what? He probably got a million other kids. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the one with him, so what? You know what I'm saying? Okay, he my dad, so what? That's how he grew up.
Yeah.
So this daughter's story of her dad not financially helping her over the last 2 years or whatever, it's not far-fetched.
Yeah, it's believable.
It's believable. Now you have people saying, like I said, she has 4 kids. Her 4 kids are living with friends. Now you have 4 kids. I don't know how many baby fathers. They see you in need. Now, I don't know what Dre was financially giving your mom or how much he was helping her, but it's not far-fetched to still say you still had a life growing up in the hood. Why? Because your brother was still growing up in the hood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your brother still grew up in the hood and didn't know that Dre was his dad.
Yeah.
So it's not far-fetched for me to think the same about you. If you ever paid attention to his dynamics. One thing I know is that when you have multiple kids, a lot of the time, I ain't saying all the time, when a man has multiple kids, the ones in house get the most.
That makes sense.
The ones in house get the access.
Yeah.
The ones in house get daddy. The ones in house get the unlimited trips to the store, the trips to the amusement parks. Gets to ride in the fancy cars. Get to live in a nice house. The ones who live in the house with daddy gets the perks. A lot of the times, the ones outside don't get the perks depending on the man.
That's true.
Now, just backing up on her end, she has 4 kids.
You talking about the daughter, right?
The daughter, yeah. Backing up on the Latanya end, she has 4 kids. It's not far-fetched to hear that a young woman, and what she says, my kids are old enough to know who he is. Like, they know who he is. Her kids ain't young.
Yeah.
And they ask, man, if that's my grandfather, why he don't want nothing to really do with us?
Man, that's cold-blooded.
Why he don't want nothing to do with us? You know?
Yeah.
And with that, it's like, it's not far-fetched to hear a young woman or a young man when they are abandoned to a degree by a parent. If a young woman is abandoned by her father, what does she go and do 9 times out of 10? She goes seeking father figures in men.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, seeking those father figures come from it end up producing a high sex life, or it end up producing her having a lot of babies, or it end up producing her having a lot of abortions.
Yeah.
You know, or it end up producing her allowing a lot of men to treat her like a doormat.
Yeah.
Looking for a father's love. Or looking from a love from a man that she never seen. So anything, any type of friction, any type of communication, any type of encounter is love to her. It's not far-fetched to see a young man who has been abandoned by his father. And what he does is become hypersexual and go have multiple kids to prove to the father that abandoned him that I'm not going to be like you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I have 10 kids. It doesn't matter if I have 15 kids. I'm going to have them all. I'm going to be in their life, and I'm never going to be like you. Even though that's probably not the smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
But that drives who he is.
Yeah.
And he going to have kid after kid after kid and work himself to the bone and do whatever it takes to show his dad, no matter what is put in front of me, I'm not going to be like you.
Yeah.
It's not far-fetched that happens. Now, it's a lot of people that saying she's 38 years old, she has 4 kids. Dre is not obligated to help her. I get it. She's a grown woman. I get that. Now, I know from a listener, they could be like, damn, Messiah Boss, you painted that picture so good to where I kind of feel sorry for her now. I don't want you to feel sorry for her. I don't want you to feel sorry for her at all.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the validity of the truth of what she's saying. Only thing I can know about is what she's saying. I can flip the script and go by Dr. Dre. And then Dr. Dre can be like, man, I gave. And they burned and they burned and they burned. How much am I supposed to give?
That's possible too.
That's possible too.
Yeah.
Drake will be like, I gave them money. I gave them a good life. I did whatever I could for them. That was my oldest. That was before any of them came.
Yeah.
How much am I supposed to give?
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, people could be like, damn, you're right. Drake could have done that. What I tell you about last episode, I said, before I get too deep on things like this, I got to remember one thing. The average fan fell in love with Dr. Dre because Dr. Dre raised many people indirectly.
Yep.
They love Dre, the gimmick. Yep. They love Dre, the character. They love Dre, the artist, the mogul, the billionaire. They love Dre.
The entertainment side of them.
They love the entertainment side of Dre.
Yeah.
But those people know Andre Young.
Yeah, the man.
The man.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Young, the man, could be hell on wheels.
Possible.
So it's very possible that any angle, any dichotomy of this situation can, be president over the other.
Yeah.
So if you just throw everything to the side, throw how you feel about her story, and throw how you feel about what Drake could have possibly went to. This is a man and his daughter.
Mm.
And his daughter has 4 of your grandkids, no matter who they came from, where they came from, or whatever. Just put that on the table.
Yeah.
Father, daughter, grandkids.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like Drake needs to help his daughter financially?
JC, you want to take that one first?
I'm still thinking about it. Go ahead, Rod.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, like you said, when you take everything and you just boil it down to man, daughter, grandkids, I can just speak for myself personally. Yeah, man. If I got a ridiculous amount of excess, I would. Yeah. It would. I tell you, I would say this though. It wouldn't just be okay. Here you go, like what they say, man. Like like just giving the fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm gonna help you. But I want to let's get you some skills so you can fish so you become a fisherman, fisherwoman, however you want to call it. You know what I mean? And instead of you depending on my money, let's come up with a plan where you can what's what we're looking for. You can set it up where you can do your own thing, where you can get your own money. If it's going to business school or if it's you want to whatever path you want to go, because it's plenty of money to send you down that path. If you want to, whatever it is, play football, basketball, or if you want to, go to college or whatever. Okay, we can work something out then, But like, yeah, I couldn't. Me personally, I couldn't just have my grandkids out there living with people's house. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I got all this abundant funds over here, I couldn't get down like that. If we just boil it down to the basics, you know what I mean? On the other hand, if I say, look, this is how we gonna do it. You need to follow this plan. Like if you're just looking for a handout, like I say, after that initial meeting or whatever, if you don't want to help yourself, now look, man, sometimes tough love is needed. You know what I mean? So like I say, it depends on the situation, But my first instinct would be I would help, bro. You know what I mean? But like I say, we don't really just know, like you said so eloquently, we don't know the whole situation, the whole gambit. But like, yeah, I couldn't just have my grandkids out and my daughter out like that. If I had all this money, I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? What about you, JC?
Well, kind of the same thing a little bit about that, but if she's going through all that, definitely he should help her. But this is the thing, like we don't know the family issues. We don't know the inner
like the dynamic
component. We don't know, we don't know the inner components or the dynamic of the whole situation. This is the thing about celebrities. Everybody, gets on their issue of what's going on. Mm-hmm. Everything like, Dr. Dre is not being a good father. Mm-hmm. But, they're celebrities and people just love meddling on people's business, Mm-hmm. My thing is like, he should definitely help her, but who am I to say that? That's not my business. We don't know the whole story. There's like, I have always known there's 3 sides of a story. So this is just one, and we don't know everything. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't, but bottom line, that as pure black or white, yes, he should help her. That's it. You know, it's family, and that's the way I feel. Family is, you gotta help them. Whether you teach them or you help them, you gotta help them. You cannot just let them be suffering. And if you have millions of dollars, man, that's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah. I mean, because you have to understand, he's classified a billionaire now.
Billionaire, yeah.
Okay, now you see billion dollars. That's he should definitely help, but to a certain extent, if there's some other things that we don't know. Bottom line, yeah, he should help, but we don't know the story, man. That's they have some other business, and that's just the way it is. We're talking in a broad thing, in a society style that, oh yes, he should, oh no, he shouldn't. Why not? Why yes? That's one of the things about celebrity stories and everything, that it just gets on my nerves how people dive in on their stories and their whole business. I'm like, how about you worry about your family? How about that? How about your cousin that lives in New York that you haven't talked to him and he needs help? How about you worry about that instead of worrying about Dr. Dre and you don't even know this guy? So this is what I hate about.
But that's the life of the celebrity though, and it's social media platforms and things like that. This is what you have to understand, bro. What social media done, and I remember when I was young growing up, and my grandfather used to take me to like Sam Houston Coliseum and stuff to look at wrestling. And when I was young, I really thought that's real. That's who they are.
Yeah.
That's who these people are. You know, I really thought the $1 million man was the $1 million man.
Yeah.
I really thought he was a rich white man with a black butler.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was real. I thought, Ric Flair was, real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you come to these entertainers, you have to understand 9 times out of 10, these entertainers and athletes, they're not going to stand in front of these cameras and be like, yeah, I suck as a father. I beat these hoes up. They're not going to say that.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, and what happens is we was taught, if you're a person who reads the scriptures now, I'm going to get a little biblical with you. We was taught to never idolize nobody.
Yeah.
I feel like social media is so big to show us never to idolize nobody.
That's true.
Because now it's nothing that these people gonna hide.
Yeah.
There's no dark corner for all the stuff that they want to hide away from the public.
Yeah.
That's not around no more.
You're right.
You know the ins and outs, so you should never idolize nobody. It used to be a time we used to idolize people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But we did it out of ignorance and we didn't know.
Yeah, because it had like a certain aura of mystery, you know?
And a certain mystery, a certain aura. They was rich. Yeah. Man, why can I wish I had that life. Why can't I get to that life? Like, what's going on? What did they do that I couldn't do? What, like, is it because I stay in this podunk town and they stayed in the big, what was it?
Yeah.
And we idolized it.
No, you're right about the idolizing people. You definitely are right about that part.
And millions of people went broke behind these idolizations.
That's true.
And
that's true.
Now you starting to see a lot of these people for who they really are.
Yeah.
Yes, they human.
Yeah.
You know, you starting to see that.
Yeah. Yeah. They
not to be
just like we do.
Like I said, not to be jumping on Dre. Why? Because when you look at these situations, a lot of this. Well, you know what? I'm gonna jump on Drake, but I'm gonna jump on the mother of these kids too. At the end of the day, though, from what I read, Drake was 17 and this woman was 15 when she had that girl. She didn't know Dr. Dre was gonna be Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's a difference between looking at her mom and looking at Nicole, who walked into knowing Dr. Dre when he was Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Like I said, that woman with her, that kid with her, only knew Andre Young.
Yeah.
She didn't know the famous Dr. Dre a producer when she had that baby. She didn't never know if this was gonna blow up the way it did. So I can't judge their stories the same.
Yeah.
Now, if this was one of Nicole's kids who walked into this marriage with Dr. Dre when he was already Dr. Dre,
yeah,
I could put a lot of the blame on her, just like I put a lot of the blame on him, because let me tell these women this. I want these women to understand. Stop being so in love with the bag, with the life, and with the accessories, and not thinking about, if I have a kid by one of these men whose occupation is to chase the bag, which means he's not stationary in your city, coming to see you every day, living with you every day, coming home every night. This man occupation is to chase money. So which means you may see him today, you may not see him 6 months from now. You may see him today, you may not see him 8 months from now. You may see him today, you may not see him 2 years from now. And then you have kids with these people, and then y'all bring a kid into this world that none of y'all explain to the fact that his dad chased money. Which means your dad is never at home, son. He drop off bags, but you're never gonna see him because he's gone 300 days a year. Why? Because that's how he gets his money.
That's how we live this life.
That's how we live this life.
But that's the thing that people still idolize celebrities no matter what.
Yeah. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, because this is a deeper issue, because this boils down to another man having another kid out of wedlock and not being at home to raise his kid. This is what it really boils down to, because let's be honest, I don't care how much money Dre had or how much money he sent. He still, like I told Rod, it's a difference when people talk about an active father. An active parent is not just paying bills, bro. An active parent is not just, everything paid for. I paid all the bills. I gave your mama $300,000 this month. That's not an active parent, bro.
It's so much more than that.
It's so much more than that. You know, being an active parent, you always got to be there. You always got to come home. You always got to kiss them kids good night. You always got to check that homework. You always got to make sure them doors locked. You always got to do your last little walk around the house to make sure the family's safe. You always got to make sure them kids off the computer sleep. You always got to make sure everybody get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. You always got to make sure people eat breakfast before you go to work. You always got to. That's active. Active ain't just money.
Every day.
It's an everyday thing. And you can't do that when you don't live in the house with your kid. No matter how much you pay in child support.
You can't replace everything you just said with a bag.
With a bag. You can't replace it. You can't replace it. Because you could be at home with your wife and your kids over here while this house is getting broken into. What's gonna happen then? What you gonna say? Well, I gave her $300,000 this year. That's not gonna mean nothing.
That's true.
So what I'm telling people is, when you deal with these situations, for all these women who like to chase the bag, who like to chase this man with all this money, are you ready to deal with a man who chase money? I'm not saying that you get you a doctor that come home every day. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you get you a lawyer that come home every day. I'm talking about a man whose occupation is to chase money, which means he's never at home. Are you ready to deal with situations like that? Are you ready to birth him kids? Are you ready for him to miss birthdays? Are you ready for him to miss anniversaries?
Games, recitals.
Games, programs, plays, possible graduation. Are you ready for that?
First steps, all that.
First steps. Are you ready for him to miss the actual birth? Are you ready for him to possibly get killed before the baby come? Are you ready for all that? So when you're chasing these type of men who live this type of life, y'all got to understand it's a lot. I'm not knocking on people. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to entertain the people. But all I'm saying is, are you ready for what comes with it?
It come at a price.
It comes at a price. So at the end of the day, that young lady had to pay a price for not having her dad there.
Yeah.
A healthy price. And I guarantee you that wore on who she was as a young woman.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that was behind those 4 kids. Because she ain't had no daddy at home.
Yeah.
And Lord knows if anything else had happened to her while she didn't have no daddy at home.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but bringing this back to full circle. Yes, I know she's older. I don't even care if this was a young man.
Yeah.
Your daddy a billionaire. He needs to help you.
You gotta help, man.
He needs to help you. Because my ideology is like the prodigal son of the scriptures. Yeah, you left and you squandered everything. But you know what? I'm happy my son's still alive and breathing.
Exactly.
And I can make this connection before something really bad happens.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, did Drake already lose a kid?
I think
One
so.
of Drake's kids died.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
So you would think something like this wouldn't even be an issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
After you already had a kid that died.
Yeah. I agree.
Wow.
I agree, brother.
But not knocking Drake. Like I said, I'm just producing a conversation for people to look at it both ways and then get some perspective on it. Because like I said, Drake could have shelled hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash
before this.
Because one thing she says, my father hasn't financially helped me in 18 months to 2 years.
Yeah. What led up to that?
That means you were 36 years old the last time you got help.
Yeah.
I don't know how much help he gave you, but if he was helping you into your 30s, what happened? And how much money was he helping? And how much money he was helping you with?
Yeah.
That's why I'm not gonna be so hard on Drake.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I don't know how much you was helping her with.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you and
as far as I know, he was paying rent for and everything like that for so long. So it's like it's a crazy story. I just kind of wanted people's
take on
it and wondering if they think Drake should still finance, because it was so many people that just freshly just came off the top. No, he shouldn't help her. Whoa, you said that like that touched home. Like no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Shannon Sharp was just like, no, he shouldn't help her, like off the bat.
Whoa, damn, bro. For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
And I was like, whoa, Bucko, hold on. Like you said that like you didn't.
Yeah, like you done been through that or something, man.
You'd have had an issue with Lil Shannon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like you know, like I say, you know, I just want to reiterate, man. Like I would definitely help. I just don't want it. I don't want to come to the point where I'm becoming a crutch to my daughter.
Yeah, you don't want to be an enabler like that. Yeah.
You know, yeah. So you know, you come to me with a plan or whatever, we can work it out. But if you just, you know, siphoning through the money and blowing it, you know what I mean? You know, I can see the other side where it got to come a point where it's time for tough love, where you got to sink or swim. You know what I mean? Get out there.
Yeah.
You know, but
she works. She works at a warehouse.
Oh, okay.
She works at a warehouse and she drives for Uber Eats. So it's not like she just sit out there just hoping that her daddy give her something.
Okay.
But she don't have enough to take care of, to get her kids all back under one roof.
Got you. Okay.
So yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Per what she said.
Yeah.
Per what she said. But before we close the topic out, JC, man, you got anything else you want to add to this situation or a situation like this?
Yeah, it's just I like what you were talking about, how, you know, social media does have made people be real, of, you know, celebrities are real people. But there, one of the things that this is just personal though, so you know, I'm just gonna speak personal, and you know,
right.
I hope I can definitely speak the truth about celebrities here. I just don't give an F about celebrities, bro. I'm gonna be as real as possible. That's another topic, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reality, that's another topic. But I'm too worried about my own life to even worry about celebrities, man. No matter how good, even the life of celebrities that I like. Let's talk about MJ because we started with MJ this podcast, right?
Right.
I like MJ. I used to watch him all the time. That's a celebrity that I like, but about his life, man, I don't follow it. I don't care. I just like his what he did,
Yeah.
You like
But
the occupation of MJ on the basketball court.
yeah, I like what he did. I'm very
Profession.
proud of his job, what he did. But personal life, man, I could care less because everybody has their own personal life, man.
Yeah.
But I love it how these days everybody's like, oh, did you hear about MJ? Did you hear about the Kardashians? I'm like, no, I'm worried about my own business, my own stuff, my own money. I don't give a about them.
Well, I tell you what though, JC, honestly, man, you it ain't too many built like that. I think that's what like let's just say TMZ, social media, man, that's the world, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
And I know that's another topic. I definitely know that's another topic. But with the Dre, I don't know the whole story, so I'm not gonna jump in it. But yes, he should help her because that's her daughter and family is first. That's that's it. But to close it out, celebrities, man, I don't give a about celebrities, bro. And everybody's like, did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see this on Twitter? Did you see this on Facebook? Man, you know what? Let me tell you one thing. I don't watch the news. I don't watch social media like that. I don't watch stuff. That's just my life, man. But that's my real talk. That's my real talk. That's my. So yeah, I just think he should help her because it's his kid, and that's it. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I was just.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying, though?
When you have that type of bread, and it's like it's not going to hurt. Like, don't get it wrong, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you to do it. And at the end of the day, it's like you have to always bring it back to if you were really present in that young lady's life, would she even be in this predicament? Most likely she wouldn't.
That's a good question.
Because guess what? The kids that lived under your roof ain't missing no meal, ain't going without no lights.
Yeah. So
it doesn't matter that she's 38 years old and that she got 4 kids. She's your kid, like she's one of those kids under your roof.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of your kids. And if they not missing nothing, none of your kids should be missing nothing.
Yeah.
No, none of your kids should be able to be like, yeah, I'm proud. My dad's a billionaire. He's great. But the other kids looking at it like, damn, I don't know that dad. I don't know who that dad is.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
That's cool.
I mean, I heard about him in the news. I heard he making that type of bread, but I ain't never met that. I ain't never met that dude.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm glad y'all I'm glad y'all get to enjoy him like that.
Yeah.
Because that didn't happen for us.
Yeah. I want to say this, man, for whoever, like that's why, people ask me, man, why you ain't got no kids and all of that. Honestly, I think all your, granted, I know most of the time don't work out like that.
Yeah.
But like how I chose to live my life, all my ducks should be in a row financially,
exactly,
spiritually, you know what I mean, maturity wise, like, and make sure there's no way, because everything you do in life has a risk. There's no way you can be 100% sure that
everything
you and the woman you have kids with or whatever is going to work till you die or whatever. You know what I mean? But I say this, man. When you're out there laying with somebody,
yeah,
you better be ready. Can you see yourself with this person tied together forever with a kid? You know what I mean? And are you ready? When you just say, okay, yeah, I'm about to have a kid, but like, are you sure you're ready for all that comes to it? Because like you said,
right.
you named off about 10 things, brother. You know what I mean? That you got to do every day.
And that ain't even the gist of the list.
I bet that's like tip of the glacier. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Of everything you got to do. That's what comes with being a husband and a father. You know what I mean? So like, if it ain't cut out for you, you might not want to go down that path. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially like multiple kids with multiple women and all that. Because like you said, you know, and I'm like I said, we're not knocking nobody. You know what I mean?
I definitely can't knock them. I'm just because you gotta understand. I'm speaking to myself, bro.
Facts. You know what I mean? So
and that's why I'm so into because I'm speaking to my own self.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't speaking to Dr. Dre. This is something for me to stay on my game too. I'm
like
speaking to myself.
Internal, my brother. Yeah. You know, so I mean, you know, before you make that move, and you know, before you like you say, just because the legs open, you ain't got to get in them, huh, brother? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You said that.
You have kids. You have kids. You have the responsibility, man.
Yeah.
You have to the responsibility, and that's the thing that other people don't think about. They don't think about the responsibility.
You kind of muffled out, JC.
You kind of muffled over there, JC.
Oh, I said that everybody has to have that responsibility. Can you hear me now?
Sure. Boy, sure ain't no lick in that cup. You can't kind of close to that.
You ain't lying. Yeah, he on that yak or something.
That boy sound like he out the club. He came out the club. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Baby, I'm gonna be home. All right, Bucko. All right, so still Dre Day is over, man. Let's go on to this next topic.